Today is May 3rd, 2025. Like I said, up in Summit Mall, there was part of the cartel up there. Last year about this time, and about a year before that, and before that, these three young African American guys showed up, announced they bought me from the cartel. And no one was to say a word to me, and nobody was to touch me, or they'd have people take care of them. Okay? Today, in Macy's, one of them was following me in Summit Mall. And I turn around and look, and he's on the phone with someone. What do you mean they sold her to two other guys? We own her. Where on January 22nd, 2019, that older Indian guy, or the guy from India, showed up, my beautiful princess, my beautiful, beautiful princess. You tell those people to make sure nothing happens to her. Then on January 25th, 2019, in a legally bugged house, while I'm crying in my room with the door locked, my ex and the cartel is arguing with a guy supposed to be African American that's supposed to bought me for 25 grand. And they keep telling these people they can't help me yet. You know, I know the FBI showed up on April 19th and they had Michelle's confession outside under police surveillance on April 17th of 2025. Outside Sheetz in Hartville, standing in the middle of the parking lot talking to an SUV guy, someone in the SUV, that she had talked to the police up there. And how stupid was she to confess to that guy that she was part of trying to have me killed when they bashed in the back of my head. And that doctor is not mine. He works for them, and they lied. That he was an agent, and I'm an informant, and they're all going to end up in jail for this. Well, the 19th FBI showed up that they got her under police surveillance confessing. She had already confessed to an agent on March 27th, 25. He shows up outside my work after midnight and says that he got Michelle to confess that she was part of trying to kill me when they bashed my head in or leave me incompetent. I have the size of a ball peen hammer on the back of my head indent. They said it should have killed me from 12/21/18, where they stabbed me in the neck, bashed me in the head, beat and raped me, and left me for dead. And the reason I don't know who that doctor is, he's not one of mine. He works for them, and they had lied. He had even got it out of Dave that his girlfriend from before me made him marry me so that she could have free insurance and that he could have extra money to give to her. So he'd get a job at my dad's factory. My whole marriage was a scam. The other lady using my insurance, running up all those medical bills in my name, was his girlfriend. And that he even got it out of Vegas, where they were telling people it offended him that Strange called me a faker, that it never offended him and never even concerned him. They just lied. To get people to help out. The FBI showed up on April 19th, 25, in Hartville Flea Market, announced they got Michelle under police surveillance. And about the doctor and about her trying to kill me. And trust me, nobody ever fell for the scam of a dirty doctor taping you unaware before confessing a crime, sitting on it till Dave wanted a divorce. And it sounded mechanical. We knew it was them and not you, that they had altered it. We also, no one ever fell for the tape of Weird With Yourself. That we knew it was photoshopped of washing in the shower. And we knew they photoshopped everything. But if they were going to be dumb enough to come in and try to pull this with us. We told Agent John to go up to that church and tell on her for calling the FBI hotline and act as dumb as these people so we can find out who's all involved. And trust me, everybody knows the gunshot night happened. And none of this is funny. And everyone realized how not funny it is when that other group showed up and said they worked for a drug lord and David hired them. That Dixie thinks she can extort money out of this and out of people, said they all do. Well, they're going to learn real fast. And when we get ready to take care of it, we will take care of it swiftly. I've been waiting for them to take care of it. You know, a couple of weeks ago on Golden Corral, where people run around, well, Agent John said she couldn't say anything. This guy, he's like, what are these people complaining about? These people walked into an FBI office, confessed they were illegally monitored, and already knew. That agent went and told another church and told other people. She called the hotline before he talked to her. Then these people sold the login so everyone knows. It don't matter what she says. Everybody already knows. Bill from the Freemasons, him running the scam where on April 24th, 25, Summit Mall, girls walk by me from the cartel laughing. Nobody can say a word to her. Michelle already confessed that that wasn't their doctor and that they had lied. I wasn't her doctor, that they had lied. And he works for them. Nobody can say a word to her. Well, some guy from the cartel, my brother goes to go in a store, and me and Carl still out in the main area, and some guy off in the distance, he's like, you tell that Will that was supposed to pull a scam here. Tell him it's wrong because Michelle told on him that that doctor wasn't one of hers and they had lied. And that everything's wrong. You tell him to take care of her. Okay? That's why I keep telling. Even yesterday in Golden Corral, other girls were talking. We all know they're going to take care of Michelle for this. Well, the cartel already in 18 and 19 said they were using the doctor from the Florida group. The one where they said he was having people taken down to Florida, putting them in a room, running experiments on them. They said he was using experimental drugs on me when they were stabbing me with needles. That's why I was losing so much weight. They already confessed that he was the one that works for the Florida drug cartel, 18 and 19. But Michelle, you need to get a hold of FBI. Get a hold of that guy you were dating. Yeah. If you got information on these people, you know where they keep people they took, that's gold to the FBI. They can put you in a witness protection program and flip you. It beats the cartel killing you or spending 20 years in jail for attempted murder. Some lady was in Macy's on the phone. If that girl actually comes in and says something, they could arrest her. Well, if she has information to bargain with them of knowing where anybody they took is, or she's got information on the main people, they flip people all the time. "95% of the witness protection program are criminals. 95%. Only 5% are victims. You know, last week some guys were in Golden Corral with me and my husband, and they said, you know, we found the case. When the case was open, it was the church that's taking up money to hire men to kill her. And the agency already knew they were having people drug, beat, and rape her. And they were trying to get everybody involved. I should have been hit. I called for help. Getting information on Dave and his freaky friends is one thing. Getting you terrorist is a whole different ballgame. I was almost shot in the head driving. I was drugged till I lost 70 pounds. I already lost 18 before I called the FBI. It's a good thing I was heavy. I faced 6 stalkers. I was human trafficked. I was raped and tortured between July and September 19. I faced 6 stalkers, a shooting night I had to hide not to get killed. Almost shot in the head driving. I faced complete terror. Complete terror. From the torture, I had to go on bladder spasm medicine for 2 years. They sold videos of it to even children. I would be out with this one client that had anger issues in 21, and people walk by me and make fun of me for being raped. Being drugged and told to say it before. And they would laugh at me. How they frame me. Mocking me in stores. He's like, Karen, this is crazy. He said, people admitting to drugging you and telling you to say it before, admit to raping you in front of people in stores. This is crazy. I stutter now from the head injury. You know, the people that make fun of me, how would you like this to be you? And then I think of your morbid mentality. What is wrong with you? Why would you make fun of a rape victim the cartel's running a scam on? And Bill from the Freemason, where the FBI called you dumb, you have to be like the dumbest criminal there is. Trying to pull a scam of a dirty doctor taping you unaware before. It's illegal for them to tape you. It's illegal for them to disclose anything you say to them. It's illegal for them to even say they've seen you without a signed consent. It is illegal. Everything that he did is laws that can't be broke. And then if they know someone's being hurt by federal law, they have to give a tip to the police. They can't say how they know. But if they know someone's being hurt, they have to give a tip to the police that there may be a problem. I need you to look into it. They can't tell them how. But if they don't, they lose their license forever and go to jail. So could a dirty doctor, it's right on Google. It's illegal for them to tape you unaware. It's your medical records are under the Act of Privacy. They can't even disclose they've seen you. Nothing without a signed consent. And that guy's in there with people saying they're trying to kill me because some idiot called me a faker. Think about that. They didn't think that was fishy. They didn't believe a word out of his mouth. He's in there with killers. I mean, think about that. They're so dumb. And then photoshopping and washing by the drug cartel with special permission to go in and stalk people in their homes, Photoshop washing and drug beat and rape someone. You know, I have 3 memories that were odd. And then apparently they're drugged hazes. I remember the sound of footsteps marching like sound. I remember a white man's arm with a giant syringe coming across me. And with a white dress shirt and gray pinstripes, and the room going black. I remember feeling like my back was being ripped open to my sternum and every cell in my body screaming in agony. And I can't see and I can't breathe, and all I can hear is my wails. I never even had my neighbors in my home. How would you like to wake up with bruises, orange, lemon, grapefruit size, muscle pain, migraine headache, okay, severe swollen personal infection, how you can't hardly pee and you have to have stuff for headaches from the doctor. You're asking them where all the marks come from. They think you're coming anemic, give you iron pills and muscle relaxers, stuff for migraine headaches, vomiting, and a severe swollen personal infection. You're blaming the dirty well water you're showering on. And because there's nothing else new. You don't even have your neighbors in your home. You only have family and repair guys. And you never see or talk to anyone. And where that stinking Dixie on April 6th of 25 bragging to Jen that she feels sorry for poor Dave. He had to sit in the basement while she had wild sex with other men. Who let him in? Dave did. To stab me with date rape drugs or lace a drink when I'm out of the room and the room go dizzy and black. You talk about sick shit. Him sitting in the basement and listening to my wails and screams. And I never seen her talk to anybody and to wake up like that and not know what happened to you. Do you realize how morbidly sick this is? It's satanic what they did. It's so evil, it's not even funny. All for the entertainment of Dave's new girlfriend. Trying to have me murdered. I was almost kidnapped before, almost carjacked, followed and rented. Attempted break-in that was spoiled. And then they break in my house while I'm at a storage unit. And then by the second week up there, I'm almost collapsing in front of the neighbor. And it kept happening. And I kept thinking, what is wrong with me? Is that dirty well water giving me cancer? Is it making me sick just showering in it? Never seen or talked to anyone. I only talked to 2 police officers up there on August 8th of 18. A light in the security system at midnight. I did a 911 call. They came out and they were silly. They said it looked like an alien orb or an angry spirit and told me to buy a dog and let a dog handle it. They didn't want bothered. That you talk about scary movies of rapists preying on people. None of this is funny. And it takes a very sick mind to find it funny. I had over 60 to 100 people admit they seen that rape and torture. The Judge Peters group from Florida showed up at Faith Family Church. Over 3,000 people seen them. I was talking to Tess, and I said, remember the Florida group that showed up and were admitting they were the ones hurting me and worked for Judge Peters? I remember seeing them. She said this thing blew up so big. It took them a long time to get it out of control. I had men that showed up and said, the case was the church is hiring men to kill her. And that when the agency picked her up, they were already having men drug beat and rape her. Police better not be ever insulting her. They think it's a drug cartel impersonating the police, telling other police not to believe her. Because they would know better not to ever insult her. It's a big drug scam from the drug cartel. This is Bill's initiation into the drug cartel. They confronted him in 19 in front of me that he was paying for people to follow me around, harass me. And then on the 26th, the guy outside my work was talking to someone that creepy Bill from the Freemasons. We all know he pays people around to follow around and say and do stuff to her. This is his initiation into the drug cartel. They did all this to me so he could pull a scam. And it was, a cartel. Why would you want somebody that stupid? The right to privacy. You can't break it. It's a fraud scheme. It took my friend from the Stark County Prosecutor's Office 30 seconds. It's a fraud scheme. There are laws that can't be broke. And then trying to scam the FBI? Are you crazy? It's the FBI. FBI, where you said you're going to take care of it. When are you going to take care of it? My stomach's been clenched for weeks. The thought finding out my 2 sons were in it with Dave the whole time trying to kill me and cover it up. I was willing to die to save him. When Dave threatened to kill him, it's like, you want me? You can have me, But you won't have them if I have to run around taping my own witnesses. And I knew you're still there. And they get caught killing me. At least my children will live. And to find out they were helping Dave and his crazy new girlfriend trying to kill their mother, put them in jail. They're dangerous. If they want to be human traffickers, put them in jail. They want to be killers, put them in jail. I raised them better. As a mother, this is heartbreaking. This whole case has been devastating on so many levels. But like that lady agent last week in Outback and Belden, she's doing so much better since we had that agent tell her that her whole marriage was a scam. And it is doing better. And I am. The life of peace that was promised, I fight for every day. Every day. I want my money too. And I'd like my truck to sell me money. And you need to get me and if Carl and Danny and Jen and their kids and Gabe out of here. Because they will retaliate hard and fast. They think they have fooled the FBI. They're so dumb. They think they can extort money out of the FBI. That's how dumb they are. But I'm going to go ahead and upload this.